All right, so we're going to do the demo for Lab 4 part 2. This is checkpoint 1, and so we're on the AWS interface. We set that up as directed, and you can see as we hit things, there's nothing here because the demo is going to create some things for us. We went in and set up a policy for those things. So we have policy, IoT policy, and if we click on that, we can see how it's specified there, just as it was described in the instructions. And so we're also going to test out how they communicate. So we're going to create a subscription, and we're going to make sure that we can see it. So we'll come back here and make sure the payloads are strings, and we'll subscribe. And so now if we look down below, we see that we are subscribed, and we can move on to the code. So I took the single client creation code, modified it, and we may have done some things here. And at the top, we've created this. We named the device as device with a number rather than random characters. We specified the policy. We may have done a little jiggering here with the codes, with the certificates. And then further down, I think we've kept things going here basically the same. We created a loop to loop through 100 different devices. You can see that there. And so let's just run this baby and see what happens. So it's now creating devices. You can see it'll create 100 devices, and we'll be able to see what they're up to. Okay, so we're probably at 32 here, but we can come over and we'll, instead of waiting all the way through, we'll come over and see what we've found so far. If we come over to the things page, we can see we're up to 56. So we've created 56. This is registered 56 at this point. If we refresh the screen, we can probably see a few more. So it's up to 78. So I don't think there's a point in going through that and looking at that. So let's go back, make sure our test setup is correct. We're still, it cleared my topic. So let's enter in lab 4. We'll make sure it can receive. Subscribe. So now we're subscribed to this, so we can do the second part of the demo. Okay, so it's completed its task. So now we're on to the emulator. So the emulator code here was modified also as described. So we're now looking at 0 to 100 devices. We may have modified some of the paths a little bit to make sure that they work out correctly. We've specified the address of the MQTT server here. We have the handler for when a message is received. This is the format of the message that it comes out, decodes it, and it prints it to the screen. And we'll see that in a minute. And then we did some work here on, for the first 3 devices, we're going to give it a topic, subscribe it to a topic. The topic lab 4, and the rest will get a star. You can see there, star. And then down below, I think we've, as instructed, left this as it is. So we'll hit run, just hit run, and we're now getting a prompt. So we'll hit S, make sure that's S, okay. And now it's off and running. You can see that they're sending messages and receiving. The first 3 have responded with a lab, versus the rest are now responding with a client. So we seem to be missing client 2. Well, that's not responding. Maybe it will catch up in a little bit. We'll see. And then, so now we're going to go over to see what's going on here. We'll go over to the tests. We can see that 1, 0, 1, and 2 messages were received here. So they didn't receive the other one. So by subscribing to Lab 4, we were able to filter out the messages that were going to general purpose places. So that's the end of the checkpoint.